I mean, yeah, this was such a disaster, man. The whole entire Last of Us Season 2 was such a disaster, and I mean, it was only a matter of time until someone asked the of course, showrunner what went wrong and what did you think about it? All of the above. Again, there is a report here that says that The Last of Us creator Craig Mazin admits that Season 2 was a failure. In an interview with Scream Rant, The Last of Us creator Craig Mazin admits they ruined the show with Season 2. You do feel pressure to somehow fulfill what people want, but also surprise them. I mean, the bar for video game adaptations was pretty low. We had that going for us in Season 1. Now we kind of fucked ourselves. I mean, yeah. Couldn't have put it any better if he probably, tried. But I mean, I was a massive fan of Season 1. I have spoken about this so many times on the channel. I think Last of Us Season 1 is one of the best, if not the best, video game adaptation of all time, or adaptation I should say, other than Fallout probably. I think Fallout was pretty goddamn goated too. But that and Last of Us were so good. Like, Last of Us Season 1 is one of my favorite TV seasons of television I've ever seen. I lived and breathed Last of Us Season 1, but when Season 2 came out, I was very, very excited for it, and we unfortunately got just some really, really bad storytelling, episodes that were way too rushed, with terrible character development and terrible characters in general. I mean, what they did with Bella Ramsey and her as Ellie was, oh my god, so bad, man. It's nothing probably a lot of you guys haven't heard, but I really liked Bella Ramsey in the first season of Last of Us. I thought she did an actual fantastic job. I thought she was really good, but it was obviously a no-brainer to recast her for Season 2, because you got an actor who was playing a 14-year-old, and then all of a sudden you got into Season 2 when she's supposed to be playing a 19, 20-year-old, and she still looks the exact same. And what is even worse than her looking the exact same, and this is just terrible writing by Craig Mazin and of course anyone else involved, is the fact that, of course, in Season 1 she was pretty immature because she's 14 years old, and in the game she was kind of immature as well. But then you got to remember, in the second game she absolutely locked in and became an adult and a legit monster, really, and was so mature and respected by everyone else in the game, like, people like Jesse. But then in the show, not only is she as immature as what she was in Season 1, but in my opinion, she gets more immature in Season 2 as a 19-year-old, and just sounds like a bitch every time you hear her speak. And other characters like Jesse just treat her like a kid because she acts like a kid. And you've got the main character of the show who is absolutely hated by 90% of audiences and think she's an annoying little brat. And then this gets so bad that HBO and the creators of the show and whatnot, for the marketing, they use Pedro Pascal on everything over Bella Ramsey, even though he's barely in the show. And then on HBO, there are marketing pictures all over the place of Dina, the side character, in the front with Ellie in the back, the main character, because they know how much people hate her now and just don't want to see her or watch the show or pay attention to anything that's going on. My god, what a disaster they have done. I mean, can they fix this? 90% of the time, I am very optimistic and always say usually there is a chance where they can fix this, but no, they are way too far with this now. I mean, the Season 2 was consistently bad, pretty much outside of, like, I think it was episode 2 and episode 6, was it? Episode 2 and 6 were like the pretty good ones, and everything else was consistently bad. Ellie was consistently annoying and just a bad character. And I mean, the only promise they have for this show now is season 3 being really good with Abby, because I mean, Abby is already a much more tolerable, what is the word, as a main character than what Ellie is. I mean, I think we're all hoping she kills Ellie, really. I mean, it is just the way it is. Again, if I sound like I'm saying Ellie wrong, it's because I'm Australian. That's how we pronounce it, you know. Thought I'd have to clarify that before anyone rages at me in the comments. But I'm actually kind of excited for season 3, knowing that this is going to be Abby's story. But the issue is, I think they would have originally had the first like 4 or 5 episodes planned as Abby's story, and then the next 3 planned as like an Abby Ellie crossover. But now with everything that's going on with Ellie, I think this will get changed quite heavily. I don't think it will be that. I think it will probably be like, you know, 5 or 6 episodes really focusing on Abby, and then 1 episode at the end that shows you what happens with Ellie, I'm going to assume. But then once that happens, show is done. I don't think they will do a season 4 because Ellie is the main character of season 4, and you just cannot go forward with that. The only thing I think will happen is that all of a sudden the critics and the fans are going to be like, season 3 is awesome, Abby is so cool, this is such a good, so much better than season 2, and they're going to be like, oh, how good is that? The fans love us again, we got to make season 4. And then they will make season 4, and it won't be Abby as the main character, it will be back to Ellie, and then it will go to shit all again. But in saying that, I think the fans will much more like season 3. I think the viewership will still be down dramatically for season 3, to the point where I just think season 4 can't go ahead, which is really upsetting, because my all-time favorite scene in like video game history, outside of, you know, one in Red Dead Redemption where they storm the what do you call it, the freaking mansion from the, is it Albernathi? Is that who had it? I can't remember. The old bitch that stole the kid. When they go on that mission, that's so sick, bro. But in Last of Us Part 2, when Ellie is sitting on the tractor, all peaceful and calm with JJ, I think that is one of the best scenes of all time. I absolutely love it to my core. Like, my actual phone background screen is of that, kid you not. But the reality is that Bella Ramsey can't do that scene. She's too immature and looks too much like a kid to be able to look like a mature adult who has a little baby. No, it can't happen. Like, it just can't happen. We can't see Bella Ramsey doing that unless they fire her and cast Kaylee Spaney, which is just too late now. Or cast anyone else. It's just too late now. They should have done that with season 2. And it quite literally has probably cost people a lot of jobs, because season 3, I think, could be cut very short. And season 4, and maybe even a season 5 could have happened if they actually did this show right. Season 4 is not going to happen, I don't think, and that just cost people a lot of money, a lot of stuff. So, well done, Craig Mazin. You fucked it. But I don't know. I want to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about Craig Mazin and him saying that the show is ruined and all of this stuff? Again, I very much like to know your thoughts and opinions down below. Subscribe to my sports channel, which will be getting linked down below. This is the gaming/movie channel. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already as well. And yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time. Goodbye.